Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. I can't believe that January is almost done. We're going into February already, and I can't believe that it just went by so quick. I know I have been gone for a whole month. January is my catching up month for this year because we try and cash flow as much as we can for the holiday season, and although we didn't dip into our credit card or our savings, but we try to cash flow everything, so we kind of behind with some of our bills. So January is our catching up days, as well as we have some big events coming up this year. We are trying to plan for both of our daughter's birthday, and then for next year they won't have anything, so this year we're putting a little bit more money into their birthday parties for both of them. So we're trying to figure out how we could do it from now. So January is setting us back a little bit with financial planning and catching up with bills and catching up with bills and all that. But February comes, I am going to start my snowball journey. What that means for me, I'm gonna try and tackle my consumer debt. I'm gonna try and pay them off as fast as I can. I don't know, I gave myself 2 years to pay off everything, and by the end of it, it's just time for us to renew our mortgage, and it will be good for us to not have all those consumer debt, and all my husband's portion of his consumer debt, we're just gonna put it in our mortgage, and we're gonna pay it that way. Today I am just going to talk to you about and tell you what my plan for the rest of the year, how I laid out my paycheck bill tracker for the rest of the year. I'm getting 2 paycheck each and every month, and some of the month I think I will get April and October, that I have 3 paycheck in those months, but most of the time I will get paid 2 times. I have been budgeting since August of last year. I kind of have a good idea on how much we spend in a whole month, and which bills comes out of which paychecks and all that stuff. Pretty much have kind of steady monthly bills for the month, so it's really easy for me to trying to figure out if we have enough money, how much money I have to have for that 2 weeks to cover everything. We have to have 2,100 every 2 weeks to cover everything. So for this year, I have a new notebook. I got this a couple of years ago actually, but I haven't just get a chance to have use for this. Last year, I have used this notebook in here, and all of my budgeting and my expenses tracking are all in this notebook. So I'm gonna leave that behind. If I need that for reference later on, I have that with me. I got this from the dollar store for $3, so you don't have to spend too much money on your budgeting notebook. Any notebook will do. You could even write down your own expenses in here. You don't have to print anything else. As long as you have this notebook type of thing, you could always write down your expenses inside. But for me, I got a little dollar store sticker kit, and then I just decorate my notebook a little bit, not too much though. I got this, all of my calendar will most of them looks the same like that. I just grabbed them from the Cottage Market website. They have a lot of calendar printables and like 2020 calendar or budget planner template that you can use. You could head on and just Google the Market Cottage, and then you'll find them. But this is how it looks. I didn't print them colors. I just printed them black and white like that. I like it like that better. On this side right here, I have my budget categories. So this is pretty much my budget categories. It won't change for the rest of the year unless I add, unless I accumulated another debt. This is pretty much what my budget categories. So these are my fixed bills that I have to cover every month. This is our cash expenses. This is pretty much will stay the same like that. We have set our travel fund for this year, so that's what the vacation saving is for. And then I have to pay off all of this consumer debt right here, and I also set my sinking fund. I would like to set more sinking funds, but I know that our budget won't cover all of them. Christmas expense or Christmas fund, back to school fund, my car maintenance, and clothing fund for everybody. And then I have my 2020 like overview of the year. Over here I have all the month over here, and those highlighted dates are my pay date. Just looking at the overview of my 2020 year, I know which month I will get 3 pays and which month I could get a little bit more money. And then I'm gonna show you, okay, so this is our 26 paycheck travel fund saving, but we are a little bit behind. This purple highlighted in here, we skipped that during holiday season because we can afford to cash flow everything and saving for vacation, so we kind of skipped that. And February comes, we are trying to get back to it. We're done January. I'm not gonna even show you my budget for January because it's all over the place. As I mentioned earlier, we're trying to catch up with our bills. So February comes, I'm gonna show you my paycheck bill tracker for February. This is my calendar. I still I'm using the highlighter method, which I highlighted my first paycheck and all the expenses that will be covered by it, and my second paycheck, which is here, and all the expenses that it needs to be covered. So I'm gonna follow that method. It's just easier for me to identify which bill my paycheck will cover at that time. Now for my paycheck bill tracker, for the rest of the year, this is how I'm going to pay my bills. So every first paycheck of the month, I will put my mortgage payment. Every pay I have to put money towards that. I have to put insurance. So my insurance amount covers my life, my home, and my auto insurance. It's bundled up together, and we are paying $285 a month, and that's not due until the end of the month. So that's better for me because my first paycheck, I could half it, I could split that amount. So every pay I have to put away 145, and then the next pay I will put another 145. But for now I am paying 285 for the 3 types of insurance that I'm paying. For our hydro, we don't get our hydro bill every month. We get it every 3 months. So I figure if I put away $80 a month, and that will make it $40 per paycheck. So every pay I have to pay, or I have to put away $40 for the hydro. And when the bill comes, I have 240 at least put away for the water. Our water ranges from $200 to $300 max. For our water consumption. If I have 240, I just have to look for that $60 by the end of somewhere in my budget to put towards a water bill, and that cover everything. I don't have to worry about $300 by the time our bill comes, and I don't have money for it. I don't have $300 right off the bat to pay the bill. If I don't put away $40 per pay, I'm gonna be behind, and my budget will be screwed up. Our electric bill ranges from sometimes $50 to $100. I budgeted $100 a month. If I have extra, then I could use it for something else, or I could put it away for another bill. But I allotted $100 per month for our electric bill. So for our gas bill, I'm putting away $100 every first pay of the month. So the second paycheck that I get for the month, I'm gonna put away $90, and that will stay like that for the rest of the year. It won't change. It will be like that all the time. RESP, I put away $100 a month for the girls. So that usually my fixed bill for the first paycheck. So I have my mortgage and part of the insurance, part of the hydro, a full electric bill, a portion of the Enbridge or gas bill, and a full RESP contribution for the month. Now our variables is gonna be like this all the time. I will have grocery budget, I have my gas, I have a kid expenses. If I don't allot kid expenses for the month, I will either have miscellaneous expense, Either of these two here will change from time to time. Depends on how much money we have. The sinking fund, my sinking fund, I am planning to have include a sinking fund a budget. That's $60. I'm accounted it as fixed bills whenever I'm trying to figure out how much money to put in each bill. Every pay I have to really put away money for a sinking fund, which is $60 a month. No, $60 per paycheck. Christmas, back to school, car maintenance, and clothing fund, which is not a lot. There's 20, 20, and 10, 10 in here. I know it's not a lot, but I'm putting away every paycheck. So by the end of the month, I have $40 for both, $40 each for Christmas and back to school, and $20 for the car maintenance and the clothing fund. So the car maintenance covers my oil change if I needed tire change, if I needed to renew my plates and all that. So for the first paycheck, these are the debt payments that I'm going to make. So I'm gonna do the Scotia MasterCard for $60. That is the minimum. $30 for the PC, which is all, these are all minimum payments. $30 for the PC. This loan in here, we are paying $300 a month. We have to make sure that the interests are covered, plus we're putting away a little bit more money towards the principal. So we're putting away the first paycheck, we're putting away $150, and this wafer furniture loan that I'm paying $90 a month, so I'm putting away $45 per paycheck. So now I'm going to show you the second paycheck in February on how I distribute my bills. So for my house, I'm paying the same amount as I paid every 2 weeks. So for the insurance, I'm gonna put away $145 again because I put away $145 from my first paycheck. For the hydro, I'm putting away $40 again. And the Enbridge, I am going to put away the remainder $90 because I put away $100 from my first. This is another bill that we have. So the internet is not due until the first of every month. So the last paycheck of the month will cover it. So our internet and my phone are due together. My daughter's ballet payment is actually due on the 5th of the month. So the last paycheck will cover these as well. And then I'm paying banking fees for my TD account. So $25 for all the banking fees that I have. So for my variables, I'm gonna do same thing, the grocery, the gas, and the kids. So the second paycheck of the month, that's when I do my snowball. I'm gonna do an overview video every the end of the month and show you if I'm under budget or if we spend over our budget. I'm not gonna do a regular budget with me or paycheck to paycheck budgeting video because, as I said earlier, the concept of my budget won't change all throughout the year. Whatever I showed you in the first paycheck will be the first paycheck of every month that I have, unless I have 3 paycheck in a month. Those months I'm going to show you how I kind of allocate my money because I have 3 paycheck, and then towards the end of the month I will do my snowball. And then as the last paycheck of February, I'm gonna show you here. So I have another credit card, the TD Visa. The minimum payment of my credit card is $60. I'm gonna pay the minimum. Now this Desjardins Visa, this is the credit card that I have that has the lowest balance on it. So this is the first debt that I'm going to tackle and try and pay off. So as you could notice here, the minimum of that credit card is $30 a month, but I'm adding $300 to try and to lower it down. So $30 minimum plus the snowball amount that I'm going to put to pay it off. So the total payoff amount is $330. So whatever amount or whatever balance I have in that credit card, I'm gonna deduct $330 as an initial snowball payment, and that will lower my balance into whatever amount it is. I'm gonna tackle that in the next video, and I'm going to explain to you exactly how it works, and maybe you could use that on your snowball, on your that payoff journey as well. So the loan in here, I'm gonna still put 150 because I told you earlier we're paying 300 a month, so I split that. Same with the wafer, I'm gonna put another $45 towards those. And I'm also, towards the end of the month, I'm also is able to put away $200 towards our travel fund, and hopefully we could put a little bit more on my tracker in here. So I have my TD account tracker, my PC, which I'm using last year as well. If I have any cash expenses, I'm going to put down in here as well. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Yeah, and that is all for today. If you guys want to join me in this journey, it's really exciting. New Year's, new goals, new system, and I'm really excited to start this. And I know it's gonna be hard, and I know there's gonna be failed moments, and I know there's gonna be a little progress, and I'm kind of just looking forward to that time where I don't have to pay any more credit card payments and loan payments, and that's where my mindset is, just to get me going and gives me motivation. And but for now, this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.